Hi everyone. Today we are going to be looking at the Nephilim. Okay, so who or what are the Nephilim? Well, they were not good, we know that much. And they were the children of women who had sex with demons. Now this all sounds rather far-fetched, I know. But unfortunately, those in the high ranks of the Satanic Church are still having sex with demons today. And just because we do not hear of these things does not mean they do not happen. You think of the dark web. Well, I don't know anything that's going on there, except it's not very nice. I don't want to know, okay? Doesn't mean all that stuff's not happening just because I turn a blind eye to it. The word Nephilim in Hebrew means the fallen ones. And who are the fallen ones? Well, God created the angels to be his messengers and to guard over us. And the angels would give a load of praise and worship to God, and they basically were really, really lovely, supernatural beings. And one of the angels, and he was quite a high up angel, right? He was high up in rank. He was very, very talented as a musician and rather handsome. Became way too big for his boots. Became very proud, and he became very jealous of God and wanted all the glory for himself. He wanted to be worshipped. Now this caused a lot of trouble up there in heaven, as you can imagine. Poor God gave him a terribly hard time. And God got more than a tad fed up with him. And so Satan got evicted. He got thrown out of heaven. Well, he wasn't happy with that, was he? And he called to his followers. Believe it or not, he actually had some. Actually, he had quite a lot. Hey, you lot, you're going to come with me then? Let's go out of here and, we'll party hard and we'll disrupt everything that's going to happen in the future and cause chaos. And, when those humans come along, we try and get them for ourselves. Don't want them worshipping God. Oh, I tell you, Satan was well fed up with God because he didn't get his own way. It's like us sometimes, isn't it? We might get fed up with God if we don't get our own way as well. Not that we want to be like Satan, because we don't. Well, I thought angels were meant to be smart, but obviously a lot of them are pretty dumb, because a third of them followed Satan out of heaven. And it was these angels that were classed as the fallen ones. Demons, as they are known today. Now, there were some pretty beautiful women on the earth, as there is today, and the demons took a fancy to them, didn't they? Their imaginations were running wild, as imaginations do. And they went and made love to these women, had sex with them. Actually, it wasn't love, was it? I don't think demons love. They don't know what love is. Love's God. Okay? And demons can't love. So they went and had sex with these women. And these women gave birth to a race known as the Nephilim. Now, Nephilim were hybrids. They were half human and they were half demon. And they were not good. In the Bible, it says they were men of renown and heroes of old. In some of the older Bibles it says that. And this confuses lots of people. And that's because, like today, the meaning of words has changed over the years. So, think of boys' and girls' names several decades ago. Go back to Edwardian, Victorian times, okay, last century and all that. Well, you wouldn't call your children them today, would you, some of those names? You imagine when they went to school. Oh dear. Wicked, that's another one, isn't it? In my day, wicked was terrible. It was something really bad. But today it's cool. It's like, wow, that's wicked. That's great. That's good. Yeah? And then there was, well, this is fictitious now, fairies in medieval times. You know, they were considered really frightening, horrific, nasty things you didn't want to meet on a dark night. And then Shakespeare comes along and turns them into rather nice, cutie little things, as we're left with that image today. Renown in ancient Hebrew means men of name, men of reputation, and that doesn't mean good. That can be bad as well, okay? And hero is another one. We think of heroes as great people, don't we? And we think of superheroes like Superman and Wonder Woman and things like that. But Webster's New Format Dictionary defines the word hero as a man with superhuman powers, a demigod. Now, the Nephilims, superhuman powers, did not come from God. Okay, they came from their fathers, and of course we know their fathers were demons. Supernatural powers, okay, can come from only two different sources. One's from God and one's from Satan. So either God or Satan. And seeing these are the offspring of demons, we know that their powers came from Satan. And these powers would have been used for evil. They were a corrupt race, okay, and they had absolutely nothing to do with God. So, today we are going to be looking at Genesis 6, verses 1 to 6. When the men began to increase in numbers on the earth, and the daughters were born to them, the sons of God, saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with man forever, for he is mortal, and his days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterwards when the sons of God, now the sons of God, we're considered to be angels, okay, but we know that these sons of God were the fallen angels, yeah, went to the daughters of men and had children by them, and they were the heroes of old, men of renown. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on earth had become, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time." Okay, so they thought bad things constantly and did bad things. The Lord was grieved that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. Poor God, we do give him a hard time, don't we? We did back then and we do now. But it's a good thing he loves us, isn't it? And he's very forgiving. If the Nephilim had been good, they would have survived the flood. Okay? And they didn't. Goodbye.